Hello everyone, this is Wyland, and this is another episode in Wyland's World. We are in Ark Survival Evolved on an official PvE server, and today we're going to look at boats. I'm going to show you my boat, give you some ideas for boats, and tell you why you should use a boat just starting out instead of going around trying to find a piece of land. So we'll get right to it. Okay, so this is my boat. This boat's gone through a lot of modifications since I've got to level 85 now. When I first started, I built this boat not only for storage but for dinosaur storage. As you can see, I have 3 foundations underneath. That's all it's holding it up, and the rest of it is just ceiling tiles on top. Now I got a door right here. This thatch roof was not here when I first started. It was actually a wood box that was higher. You know, I had it one level higher right here, went across. That's because I had a dinosaur gate right here where this ramp is. This is where I stored my dinosaurs. I had 3 or 4 dinosaurs in here. I had a trike, a dode, and a carno, and a raptor. I think that's the ones I had. But anyhow, I stored them right over here. You know, they could get in and out easy enough right here, and it worked out very well. And I started putting my, you know, I had one blacksmith table. I did have some those smokers. I had those right here to store eggs in. I recently removed those and put in this fabricator, and I had these storage boxes over here. You mean you can put a lot of stuff on a boat? I mean, you can build it. There's actually a lot of different structures you can put on here. They can hold a lot, so it's pretty cool what you can do with boats. But this served me well as a new player because I could sail around the island, look for bases that were falling down. You know, the owner just stopped logging in. I could find those bases and, you know, loot them whenever they were falling. I could also go to people's egg farms, and that you know, I only went to people's egg farms if they were 2 or 3 days that they haven't logged in, because, you know, I'm not going to go take eggs when somebody's logged on. So I went to bases like that on the coast. I got tons of eggs doing that. All you got to do is just run up to where the eggs are. I think it's like every 13 or 14 minutes, if I remember right. You just run in there, grab the eggs, come back out, and whenever you see one of the dinosaurs lay one egg, then that means all of the dinosaurs around there that had a chance to lay an egg have laid an egg if they were going to. So then you can just come back after, you know, you leave those eggs and can come back after 13, 14 minutes. But that really boosted my ability to get started just by going to those egg farms and getting eggs like that, and also finding bases that were falling down. You know, I found some decent blueprints and resources and stuff like that. But you can also take these boats to, you know, areas like you could go to the herbivore island if you wanted to, and, you know, that's a completely safe island where there's no carnivores or anything like that. You could go over there and farm wood till you're blue in the face. I mean, you could just keep farming wood and thatch and all, you know, fiber and berries, all that kind of stuff, and, you know, you can just move your boat around. I had so many people ask me if I built a base somewhere because they saw this parked up close to their base, and they were scared that I had somehow got past their pillars and built a base right on their top of theirs. But, you know, it was just a boat. So I've changed this boat around a little bit. I put a lot of forges in here, all this different kind of stuff, because I kind of made this my little makeshift forge area. This is where I have my blueprints in here. I have a lot of good blueprints because I do a lot of underwater stuff, and you'll see a lot of videos on that on my channel. But as you can see right here, I have a smith shop, 25 paste per request. On this server, trading paste is a big deal. Everybody trades paste. You know, paste is used a lot, but I mean, it's really big on this server. Like, we have a lot of people sell dinosaurs for paste, sell everything for paste. So what I do is to let people use some of the Really nice blueprints I got from underwater sea drops. You know, I charge 25 pastes per request. I don't charge for, you know, because I can do a Quetzal saddle because I'm 85. I don't charge for anything like that. That I just a normal thing, because that gives me experience, and a lot of people want that often. But you know, if somebody's going to go out and farm all the mats and everything for something big like what I have, you know, I think I should get something for that because I spent the time to go out there and find the blueprint. But this base is also a good way of getting out of Dodge if I have issues here. I'm in an area where there's a lot of Alpha Rex. There's Gigas, and you know, I have stone walls. I don't really know if I'm gonna settle on this spot as being my main base location. You know, it's working pretty good right now. But if something does get in here, you know, we have some people on our server that run Gigas to people's bases and all that. You know, if I'm online and I can see that happening, I can always go over here to Plan B and sail away. I keep all my valuable stuff on the boat. I probably should change it over to metal sometime, but it's not that big of a deal to me, even if I were to lose it, because I can just get it all back pretty quick. But I could just take this boat, sail out into the water, and it would be, all my stuff would be perfectly safe out there because there's nothing I'd have to worry about getting to it. So there's all kinds of crazy boat guides out there where you can lower these foundations to make them flat against the boat down here. I can show you an example of that real quick on my harasser, if that's how you pronounce it right. These dinosaur names, you know, I've heard them. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on this stuff. I heard people say so many different things, and then how I pronounce them. So the dinosaur names probably get mixed up whenever I say them. I'm sorry about that. It's just, you know, once you hear something so many times, it just gets burned in your head as how it's supposed to be said, even though it might be wrong. But as you can see right here, the platform is flat to the foundations. And this is pretty easy to do. I might actually do a video on this just to show you, but it just takes a lot more resources to do this. You want to do this in wood first, and then switch over to metal if you plan on using metal. But I really like this whole setup right here. There's a fireplace here. I don't know why the hell I have a fireplace on this thing. I just thought it looked cool to have a freaking smokestack coming out. I couldn't really think of anything else to put on here. I have a grill and a freaking mortar and pestle, but this was just used for Alpha Rexes that came up to my base. But now I got Godzilla over there. I don't really have to worry about it. So just know that there is ways that you can make the foundation lower, so you don't have to have it up like this. I didn't want to waste the resources to do that, being a new player and all. So this is what I went with. That's going to do it for this video. You've seen what my boat looks like. There's so many different things you can do with boats. It's crazy. The good thing about boats is the ocean does not have very many predators that are going to hurt you in the boat. Actually, it only has one, and that's the Sarco. The Sarco is only going to attack if it sees you or one of your dinosaurs. So you could build this base around where the controls are. You could build a base. You could build. There's so many different ways you can do it. You could build around that. You know, but that's the only thing that's going to come up to you. Carry a spear with you, and you can handle those pretty easy. Sharks aren't going to mess with you, and none of the bigger underwater dinosaurs are even going to come up to the land. I mean, come up to the surface to even mess with you. So, I mean, you're really safe on the water. I mean, just be careful logging out. Put all your gear in a box before you log out. Make sure you do this, because if you log out in this boat and your boat moves just a little bit, it could move. It could move just because of the server farts or something. Whatever happens, if this boat moves just an inch, you're going to fall through this platform and you're going to drown. That happens all the time. So make sure that you put all your stuff in a container. Make sure you have a bed in here so you can spawn back. I don't have a bed in here right now. I need to put one back in it, but so you can spawn back to your boat and you don't lose any of your gear. You don't lose anything if you do it that way. And trust me, you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to make sure you do that. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them below. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to have a lot more videos on how to Ark, pretty much. And, you know, we might do a series in the future of just starting out brand new on a server. And you can watch how I rise to fame and fortune. So I will look forward to seeing you next time.